Is this the worst restaurant at Disney's Grand Floridian?
Princess Bay here. Today we're at Disney's Grand Floridian Spa Resort. I have no idea why they put the spa first, but it's time to return to
Citricos.
Yes, because Citricos has some new things on the menu. As your number one choice in the foodie infotainment, we investigate these things so you don't have to. Because remember, she's vegan. I'm not. This is a paint job.
It's time to foodie and chill. Our Citricos bread service comes with these cutest little sourdough pieces that are vegan. Of course, they have the allergy bread too, but who wants that when you're not gluten-free and you can have something else, especially when there's earth balance available. Ooh, nice and chilled. Because it's chilled, it's a little difficult to spread. But once it melts down, it'll be amazing. This sourdough has a really, really nice tang to it. It's definitely a beautiful sourdough. It tastes freshly made. I kind of regret putting the earth balance on it because it doesn't need it. It's just beautiful bread. Thinnest of the layers of the butter. So you can enjoy the bread that it gives. Because it gives very good bread. I would give it a 4 out of 5 breads.
I always find it a strange sort of comparison that they give you these nice big wedges of bread. This one isn't vegan, and they give you the sourdough, which is nicely cut. Barbaric, nicely cut. Or maybe this is nicely cut and this is barbaric, depending on the way you look at it. Either way, I'm not trying to munch this whole piece of bread all at once, so we're going to break it apart. And then have a little bit of this guava butter with Maldon salt. The stranglehold that guava butter has in the state of Florida should be studied. That is a crusty boy, but not dry, just a really crispy outside, nice soft inside with a bunch of seeds. If you have a problem with seedy bread, this may be one to avoid. The guava butter gives it a nice sweetness for that hair of the salt. See, nice salty sweet deal. I can see the appeal of guava butter. It makes me wonder if I could find some way to mix in guava with earth balance. And the princess would like that on our bread we make at home. It's an idea to explore. This bread, it's okay. Does it make our top tier bread services of all Walt Disney World? No, but we have a video for that. Give that 3.5 out of 5 stars.
I'm not usually excited for anything that has mushrooms in it. Head of the Wood is okay, but Disney is using it a lot these days. But what makes me really excited for this is that it's like a southern fried chicken with pickles and sauce. So, though it is mushroom, and you can see it's mushroom through and through, that's all it is. It smells amazing. It smells really fried, and that's fine. I'm excited. I hope it's a delicious piece of comfort food despite the texture. That was a very surprising bite. It's so flavorful. I love the breading. It's very herbaceous. It's coated perfectly, so you get a little bit of seasoning in each chew of the mushroom. And then it just takes away the fact that you're eating mushrooms. So it tastes almost like a soft tofu. It's incredible. With the pickles, it gives you a nice little tang, and the sauce is amazing. I was gonna miss my arancini, but now I do not. These are a 5 out of 5. This is a Princess Cities item, and I think that you should come here and order 2 of these instead of the entree.
Pin of the room's dirt room. While not a whole lot to look at, after a little makeover, apparently it's the new hot girl of Disney World, especially among the plant-based community. Nice, deep fried. Not so pretty looking on the inside, thin veneer of deliciousness on the outside. If that ain't Floridian, I don't know what is. That is very interesting. Those definitely feel like Florida flavors. You're getting that nice breading that you would get on a nice buttermilk fried chicken, but then a citrus sauce. And then you get that hint of the pickle. So it's a mushroom version of like plant-based Popeyes, but better because Popeyes chicken is terrible. It's from Louisiana. New Orleans people, I love you, but Popeyes is awful chicken. Objective. It's actually got a nice crunch to it. I like the consistency. Honestly, this could have been an entree. If you maybe added a little more to it, made it sized it up. Because while the menu here has changed, we're not huge fans of the old entree. The ancient grain stew they have here, which isn't a stew. Candy bar brick of disappointment. This shows potential. Makes me excited for when they eventually did change that. I give this a 4 out of 5 claws. My taste buds are like doing a little dancey dance right now. This beautiful looking delicacy of Floridian culture is the Key West pink shrimp and octopus. You have octopus and shrimp all here at the base with a nice broth for it all to go in. Key West shrimp is the shrimp that we eat basically anytime you come to Grand Floridian. They've had it at Contemporary at one point in time. As a conch myself, a child of Key West, it's a little touching. Let's go ahead and dig right in. Now it is served on top of like a little corn cake. I'm trying to get the corn cake and the broth and a little bit of the octopus with a Gulf shrimp. Now there is a little bit of onion in here. That should be enough. That shouldn't hurt me too badly. Wow. The description had me worried because it was like, okay, you're on a corn cake and there's broth. But the little corn cake does a lot to soak up the broth. That pairs well with like the shrimp and the octopus to sort of eat through that like briny flavor you get from like an ocean shellfish type dish. And it will awaken your taste buds. If they were asleep, so you've been eating terrible Magic Kingdom food all day, not that it's hard to do, this might actually get you a little bit excited, which is exactly what an appetizer should do. I like the pairing of the shrimp and the octopus. Actually does really well together. I was worried that the octopus would be too chewy for the shrimp, but they eat just fine. I would give that a 4.25 out of 5 claws.
I know you guys are gonna look at the salad and be like, Princess, what are you doing? Are you crazy? You didn't even bring pocket parm. Let me tell you guys, I do not like the ancient green stew so much that I was willing to take one of the modified salads for that instead. My options outside of the stew were 2 different salads, either the seasonal salad or the house salad, both of which have to be modified to be vegan, and I was willing to have my salad tossed by a modified salad instead of that ancient grain stew entree, because it's just terrible, especially because it replaced like the most beautiful pasta dish ever. I really hope that Citricos eventually changes that because it is gross. So here we are doing a modified salad instead. This is going to be orangey and citrusy. We got all these cute little things. On the menu it comes with cheese, and I think there's croutons also. I could probably get like extra side of bread and crumble it in here if I really wanted to, but let's see what it tastes like. I really love how the salad is dressed, and it has like these little like almost like pickled kumquats in here that are seedy but tasty. It might look basic, but it's really flavorful. It's very citrusy, so I think it follows the hen mushroom perfectly because that also had notes of citrus to it. So I would imagine if you brought these two things together and ate them simultaneously, you would have a good time. This salad is great. It tosses my salad. I wouldn't proactively come here to get my salad tossed by this salad, but it's better than the ancient green stew, so I'm happy. I will give it a 3 out of 5 salads.
Sometimes, just sometimes, you gotta salad it up. Is this the most beautiful looking entree you've seen? No, but given the alternative, we deal with the cards we are dealt. You have a nice dressed salad with these nice, what I do believe, I agree with the princess, might be kumquats in here, but it feels very Florida. Especially this restaurant loves to dive into different ways to use citrus to enhance its dishes. This doesn't really feel that different. appropriate amount of dressing. I could use a little bit of crunch, like some pumpkin seeds or something else in there. Maybe like some sort of seed to sort of like give it a bite. But the flavor is immaculate. I think next time we come here, which might be a year or so, depending on whatever they change the entrees, I might actually try this salad, not modified. This is quite tasty. I would give that 3.75 out of 5 plus. This beautiful island of seafood is the Togarashi-spiced Cobia. This is a white flaky fish with Togarashi seared on top on a bed of sushi rice served with little baby bok choy and some microgreens here on the back with the crust. With Togarashi, that's looking beautiful. Now this is a nice flaky white fish. You do have a lot of fish on this menu, but they tend to know what they're doing here. So I'm going to trust in them. Didn't even need the knife. Beautiful, looks flaky. With that sushi rice on the base. The Togarashi is a spice. Does have a little bit of heat to it. Think like Japanese tahini. Minus the lime and the heat cranked up like 20-30%. I would give the heat maybe like a 3.5 out of 10 on the heat scale, but it comes with a lot of flavor. Soaked into the skin of the Cobia, it gets a nice flaky white fish combined with the Dashi broth on the bottom. And the sushi rice, you get like a pack of umami flavor with the fish. That is a nice flavorful bite. If you like seafood, you can't miss with this one. I wish the portions were adjusted. I don't feel, even though it's a sizable looking on the plate, the fish isn't that large. And I feel like without some of the enhancements they sell here as sides, you might leave a little bit. Yes, and it is $50 for that piece of fish, which isn't the most expensive thing on the menu, but it's not the cheapest either. Give it 3.75 out of 5 points.
This cauliflower side has been here since Citricos was remodeled from a Mediterranean restaurant to a Mary Poppins themed restaurant. And it used to have smaller pieces of cauliflower. Now it seems like they've enhanced the enhancement. And though it's all of the same pieces and components, there's just more of it. And I am here for that because I think their cauliflower is the bee's knees along with the sauce. So let's see. Has it gotten any better? I think what makes the cauliflower is the sauce. It's just so herbaceous. It's almost like a creamy chimichurri, but they add like a crème fraîche to it, which is vegan and nice. I love it. I got one of the cauliflowers was like super charred, but it added like an extra little like burning flavor to it that I absolutely love. Your mileage may vary depending on if you like your food charred or not. But if you like charred food, you might want to ask for your cauliflower to be extra charred because the couple of extra charred pieces in here are tasting pretty fire. I would give this a 4 out of 5 cauliflower. I think it is improved, and I think the improvements are for the better.
Beautiful looking roasted cauliflower. Good to see it reimagined, even if it isn't a complete reskin. But cooked cauliflower is something that we excel in. We do this quite often at home. So to see it out elevated at Signature Dining Restaurant in Disney feels like we're on the right track. Okay. I'm really getting a from the grill flavor. The cauliflower definitely like soaks up the smoke. It's not an artificial smoke either, like a liquid smoke. You definitely get like the natural smoke flavors along with a little bit of char. The cauliflower isn't cooked mushy, which I appreciate. It's still got a nice crunch to it, and with the sauce, you just get like a smoky herb flavor that definitely sells the dish itself. I would say that it's an enhancement in and of itself. But the enhancements here are less enhancements, and they're basically just full-on sides. It's like they don't come on your entree; they usually come in side bowls, but they are worthy They're worthy additions to your meal. And you can order them separately. You don't have to get an entree in order to order these. We've come here and gotten them multiple times without ever getting the entree. So I would give it 3.75 out of 5 claws. I need to see the entree here change. I need to. What is dinner without a tasty cocktail with which to wash it down, pair it with, or just wash away the stress from the day? I got the La Rosa. We have slowly worked our way through the drink menu here. We probably come here more to get drinks than we do anything else. Definitely more than we come here to eat, because they're non-alcoholic drinks are some of the best on product. Regular drinks, the cocktails are okay, but the non-alcoholic drinks are top tier. I feel like somebody's gonna hang on a La Cava because that is mezcal forward. I feel like I just drank the tip of a liquefied bonfire ember with some sweetness in there as well. The smoky, that's gonna hang with me for a while. But seeing as Florida is frequently on fire lately, I guess that makes sense. Give that 4 out of 5 claws. Citricos definitely has that touch of citrus.
I have no words. I had to take a long pause there because I have no words for how incredible my appetizer was.
Yes.
And I really thought that, I don't know, I've had Hen of the Woods at Turf Club.
Yes.
I've had it at Tiffin's in Nomad.
In the bow.
And I feel like there's a couple of other places I've had it, but those are like the most recent ones that come to mind. This one's definitely the best.
And the Woods is a new it girl for the shrooms.
Put it in a slider.
Definitely.
Put that in a slider and
Okay.
put it in a Gasparilla. I would be getting it all day, every day. Forget that Impossible Burger.
That definitely sounds very interesting.
Yeah.
I think the one problem we still have with Citricos is that entree, and we can't say it enough, needs to change. We hate the entree here, and it had us very hesitant to come and do this update because we were worried that she was gonna leave hungry, and then I wasn't gonna have a good time because she's not eating, and that's the whole point of this channel is where we can both go find something to eat. And currently the entree here, well, it's got awful. So
real talk, Bear and I have not slept since probably St. Patrick's Day Eve. We've been going so hard on these food reviews and overnight edits that
4 or 5 days.
We were literally just, while we were working, we had breaks in between calls and we were just talking to each other about how much we were not looking forward to coming to Citricos because of how many terrible experiences we've had here and how tired we were. I am awake now and I am happy and I am ready to deliver this video for you guys when you watch this tomorrow.
You've awoken the princess. But I don't know what you guys think. Is Citricos a place that you're looking for to get a reservation for dinner? Or is it just feels like some places far too stuffy for you to eat when there's better things to eat at this resort?
And it is not the worst restaurant at the Grand Floridian Resort. I take that back wholeheartedly. That title for dinner still goes to Grand Floridian Cafe.
100%. But I don't know what you guys think. Let us know in the comments below. Now, if there's anything else you'd like to see us do, that will always be the place to find us. Hit that notification bell from see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, well, Bear won't know that you watched this video. And then he's going to go cry to all of our cast member friends that keep rotating around all of these amazing hotels and be like, look, we want to review your food, but nobody's commenting. And then I don't know, maybe he'll yeet himself inside somewhere while he's lamenting.
I don't know what she was on about, but I'm just thinking about taking this car home.
Oh my lord.
But you heard the girl.